True. Okay.
Hello, hello.
We're back again. Did you miss us?
Calleen and Rose. Rose and Colleen, the rose and the flame. And
Yes.
right now we're going to explore the heart chakra. If you've been watching the series, what you've learned so far is that there are three bottom portals of light, otherwise known as and called chakras. And there's different colors, different qualities, different elements, different archangels, different things that are associated with all of them that make up who we are as a light being, because we're not just a human being, but we're a divine being. And because we are of the universe is made of light. And so, therefore, guess what, Colleen? So are you. So am I.
Yes. Yes. We are spirit living a human experience. That's what we are, light beings. So it's very important to clear our light body. And that's what we'll be doing through the rose and the flame. And we're really showing you, bringing you through each chakra on these little series so you can get an idea of what qualities and memories and energies that may be dormant in those chakras. So,
So
with
when we say clearing, it's going to be, really embodying the sacred flame and pulling on and drawing in the element of the flame, the element of fire to assist us in the purification of each one of these chakras. And so that starts um, November 19th, Sunday, November 19th, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's where we're going to begin the activation of the seeding of this journey. And so we will be doing a beautiful clearing and activation process during that time. But today we're focusing on the heart, which I feel is so related to when we say light, when we talk about light. I feel like that is so much, that's a lot of the ways that I think of the heart. Um, and the heart is associated with the color green. So for me personally, I like to see it as like a really plush forest floor with all kinds of green things growing and logs and moss and dirt and bees and chipmunks and squirrels and all those little things, rabbits that you find, deer roaming. To me, I just so resonate with that imagery. And then the sun, which is that light coming through and glistening through the trees. So I just felt called to share that with everybody. That's just it to me. It's just such a strong imagery for me when I drop into the heart space, which the heart space is kind of like that center of your chest area.
yes, yes. And just to remind you all, we all have our own visuals. So whatever resonates with you. I loved the imagery, the vision of Rose's vision of that heart center and all the qualities, all the elements that go with it. And here's the difference with me. I feel the heart really light, a light being it on its own entity, really, in a beautiful, deep green with specks of gold coming from it, a little bit of silver, and just really gentle. but powerful. Just they're already my higher self's coming through and just bringing that energy out as I'm speaking to all that are resonating with our energies right at this moment. Sometimes we just kind of just sit and feel into the present moment and just sit in silence. And that's when we say, drop into our heart space. Get out of the thinking mind and drop into our heart space. So from here, we're going to speak into our heart space and speak about more about the heart.
More
And
about the heart from the space and place of the heart.
yes,
What I
yes,
love about the heart is that it represents relationships, it represents affinity, connection, healing. And if you are blocked, it can what can show up is brokenness and guardedness. So, are you guarding your heart? Are you suffering from a broken heart? Or are you feeling connected? Are you feeling healed by the heart? And I was sharing with you, Colleen, before we started recording, that not only does the heart hold its own medicine as one of the light portals, but it's so powerful, it can help and assist clear the other portals of light as well.
yes, yes. It's the center of all the chakras. Like the three lower connects right into the heart, which then brings up the other chakras. So that's the heart center is just the center of it all.
Mhm.
Beautiful.
So tell us more, Colleen, about what we need to know about this light portal.
Well, it's the element of air, all about breath, breathing into that heart space. And the archangel is Raphael, which is the physician, the healer of the archangels. So I wanted to kind of present that. And now, as we do with all the chakras, kind of feel into some of these qualities that may be lying dormant in the heart. So just feel into some of these. And I put my glasses back on. Here's one. Did you struggle to fully love yourself because of something that may have happened in the past? Let me read that again. Did you struggle to fully love yourself because of something that may have happened in the past? Are you intolerant, critical, or judgmental? And here's another one. Do you struggle to feel a sense of peace in your life or long for it to be inclusive? Let me say one more. Do you wish that joy was a more regular part of your life? That's just a few. There's so many that really connect to the heart. And those are just a few qualities that may be having. And here's another one that comes to mind here, to my heart. How does it feel to be able to give and receive love? How does that feel in your heart space? So that's a big one, is to be able to really give love with grace and ease and receive it fully.
I love that because it challenges me to remember that if I give from my heart, if I give and when I give from that place and space of remembering my connection to all of life, to divinity, to light, to love, then it just comes through me. It's more like an extension, like it's extending. I'm extending love, I'm extending light. There's nothing that I really, Rose, as the human being, have to do. I can just sort of stand back and just allow it from my place of authenticity. So as I extend, then as I experience that connection from that extension, that's then what I receive. So if I give from a place of authenticity, I receive authenticity. If I give from a place of unconditional, I don't need anything back from you, then that's what I'll see in return. It is that reciprocal nature of the universe that we're living in on this planet known as Mother Earth. The other thing that I wanted to share, and then I'll pass it back to you, Colleen, is that in having done my own work, one of the things that I've uncovered is that as a young child, probably like age two-ish, but I don't remember, um, there's just some meaning that I took in and I interpreted. Like I said, I don't even think it was anything tragic, but the meaning that I made of the way that I was relating with my parents and the way that I was relating with my father in particular broke my heart. And so for a lot of years, even though I didn't remember that happening at any one particular moment, I walked around with a really guarded heart, like my guardrails were up. And so, in doing my clearing work and continuing to walk this path and continuing to go deeper and continuing to explore and surrender, that's one of the ways that I am very aware of, at least, just to watch where my defenses go up so that then I can just be kind and loving and gentle to myself and say, oops, okay, there's defenses going up again. Those guardrails are going up. What's going on? What's happening? And what do you need, Rose, to love yourself back to? Knowing myself as whole and connected and loved and supported. Because love only loves itself. So if I share in and I hold and I extend and express this love, then then it can only be love exchanging with love.
Yes, I love that.
which
I love
is
that. Mhm.
which but only happens when I'm willing to really look at where those guards are, where those blocks might be, and then continue to take care of myself to clear.
Yes, yes.
That's
And that brings to mind too, it's also important to have a balance of love. What I have done all my life as is given too much love. And what I say about that is a people pleaser. I've always took care of everyone else. A young mother, a caregiver with hospice, just just making sure everybody's cup was full while mine was empty. So that brings us back. It's very important to have self-love and a balance. It's all in this is really, really coming through to really remember who we are. We are love, and it's important to fill our cup first, even overflow, so that we have plenty of love to share and make it a beautiful, even flow of giving and receiving. And we do that in our journey. It's to really we really teach you how to sit in that heart space and listen to your body, feel into it, and what's important to you first and foremost. And to remember we're love.
well, and what I can and will share is that in receiving the activation of the rose from the Divine Whispers of the Rose, which was a program that Colleen hosted in earlier this year. And now I just forgot uh, my whole thought pattern and path around that. Just there was something you were saying about, oh, so you were saying about like really filling up your own cup first before anyone else's. And the truth of the matter is, what I love about the way that this process works, this journey works, is that you don't have to do anything other than just be willing to receive, because you will continue. It's not like you'll just receive and then you'll walk away and that's it. You will continue to receive, things will continue to unfold. And in for me, it was in really surprising and unexpected ways. But it called me forth. I had to be available to a coworker who had a sudden death of her beloved partner. And I know for a fact it was a result of doing and receiving, doing the clearing and then receiving the activation from the rose and the medicine and the codes that were in that made me open and available to really support that coworker of mine through probably one of her, if not her most darkest times in her life.
Wow, how profound is that? Going through these journeys that we are inspired to create, to bring forth into the world, to birth. And Rose is speaking of the one that I created, the Divine Whispers of the Rose, and the way it's helped her kind of open up to the way of love even more. It's our natural birthright to be love, because that's who we are. We are love. But life gets in the way and things happen and things get stuck and stored into our portals of light. And that's what the journey is all about, is helping to clear those portals of light through the beautiful, powerful element of the sacred flame that Rose is beautifully embodying. Ooh, goosebumps. I just feel, I'm a big feeler, and this helps to really activate your gifts, which are feelings, senses, your sense channels, so they can come alive again. Just reawaking your remembrance that are already yours. We're just assisting the awakening.
Well, and that's just to say, because you will not know what you will be called to do with them until until you are called into your next, whatever life brings in store for you, whatever life has in store for you, whatever life brings to you, so that you can bring yourself, all of you, to it. And that's what I'm so grateful for, is that I could bring all of me to that experience, that tragedy, that sadness, that loss, that grief, but in a way that really prepared me for it. So, so that all begins on Sunday, November 19th, 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's when we'll be starting this activation of the seeding, purifying with the sacred flame, downloading and activating with the rose. And so, from my heart to yours, I really hope you can join us. We'd love to see you be with
Yes.
us.
Yes. Until we meet again on our next continuation through the chakras. Bye
Blessing.
bye.